Well, this is a really disappointing decline into a pretty horrific personal attack on a member of the government who I think is doing a tremendous job. And the idea that we have in this chamber an attack on the basis of accountability, on the basis of transparency, and indeed, Senator Smith, an attack on the basis of acting in good faith, I think is pretty appalling. This Assistant Treasurer, our Assistant Treasurer, Stephen Jones, has been fighting day and night for the same things we are all fighting for on this side of the chamber, the same things which keep us up at night, how to deal with the cost of living crisis in Australia, fighting to do things like deliver cheaper childcare, to deliver cheaper medicines, to deliver real action to increase wages, including through our Secure Jobs Bill. That is what our government is focused on. That is the work which keeps us up at night, and I know that is the work that our Assistant Treasurer is working on day in, day out. And from a government who had a history over 9 years of dodging transparency, of dodging accountability, from the Prime Minister whose most famous legacy quote is, "I don't hold a hose, mate." That's the government Senator Smith served in. That is their record on accountability and transparency. That is their record. So pretty outrageous to come in here, not only to smear and attack a member of the other place, but to do so on the basis of accountability, on the basis of transparency, on the basis of acting in good faith. I mean, I don't know how you keep a straight face through that one. Honestly, and you can't. How do you keep a straight face through that one? You can't. The government is not focused on these ridiculous smears. We're focused on getting on with the job of action on cost of living. Cheaper childcare, January 1. We will see childcare get cheaper in this country to make sure more mums and dads can get back to work. Cheaper medicines. Real measures which will take the cost of living burden off Australian families. This is what people in our communities are talking about. These are the kind of measures that Australians want to see. Most importantly, they want to see action on their wages. They want to see when the previous government designed our economic architecture to have wages deliberately low, well, they want to see a shift in that. They want to see us move away from that. And fair enough, and that's what we're doing as a government. That's what we are getting on with. So to come in here and make some kind of artificial argument about transparency and accountability, I think it's pretty hard to do that and keep a straight face. We have just seen the government deliver a budget which not only fulfils our election commitments but contains key measures to address and tackle cost of living. In addition to what I've already spoken about cheaper childcare and about cheaper medicines, we are progressively expanding paid parental leave to 6 months by 2026, another measure which will make a real difference to Australian families. More affordable housing, including a new National Housing Accord to build more affordable and well-located homes for Australians, and of course getting wages moving again. And I know Assistant Minister Jones, I know he, like every member of our government, every member of the Albanese Labor government cabinet, is working day in and day out to achieve these objectives. Because when we came to government, we did so on a promise to the Australian people that we would take real action to address the cost of living crisis, that we would be, yes, a government which was more transparent, which was more accountable. I mean, let's not forget that in the other place this week, we expect the Prime Minister will be the subject of a motion regarding his decision to swear himself into multiple other ministries. And I note Senator Smith said that the Assistant Treasurer should be reprimanded by the Prime Minister and the Treasurer. I mean, ridiculous, but I guess at least if he was a member of the former government, that person would be the same person. I mean, it's just outrageous that you had a Prime Minister take these decisions, do these things, you all sat idly by that, and then you come in here months later on this accountability and transparency attack, which I just don't know how you do with a straight face. You don't believe in it.
Senator
You don't
Smith.
believe the words you are saying.
Senator Bray.